even for myself, that was taught within me is to not be a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got brothers and sisters, you can't be no punk. You don't let nobody play you. You don't, you know, somebody touch you. I know my parents used to say to me specifically, used to say to all me and my brothers and sisters, somebody touch you, you got the right to break their fucking neck. Being a punk, it's not being a punk, it's just being feminine, okay? You don't have to fight. Fighting is not always the solution, okay? It doesn't have to be the end all be all just because somebody called you a name, just because y'all got into it, just because you were angry at someone, just because you feel like somebody's trying to punk you or play you, does not mean that you have to skip right to your defense mechanism of fighting. I'm not saying that you don't have to, that you shouldn't know how to defend yourself. Like, it's okay if you want to put your little girl in a little defense class, karate, whatever the case may be, something simple just so she knows the basics and know not to get attacked or nothing like that, and can defend herself to a certain degree. But you should also teach your little girls, like, hey, it's okay to tell a teacher. It's okay to come home and tell me. It's okay to be the snitch. Like, it's okay to let somebody talk to you a certain type of way and you not respond in that same manner. It's okay for somebody to say, oh, I want to fight you, or you're not going to do nothing, try to punk you, and you say, okay. Also, a big part of women not knowing, black women not knowing how to use their dark feminine side is because we get so defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know how to express our emotions outside of the anger, outside of the wall that we build up. You know what I'm saying? That tough wall, that tough exterior, we try to keep that look. You know what I'm saying? Honest, we don't ever want to look weak. And it's okay to look weak. That translates into adult years. Now, it's kind of messed up because it's like the child generation. I said it before. Last two generations of black women, y'all kind of set us up, all right? Because when it's like y'all praise that in us as little kids, as girls, you're right, to be like the toughest, to not let nobody whoop your ass, to then know how to fight and all these other things. But then once we get older, it's shamed. Once we get older, it's, oh, you ratchet, oh, you ghetto, oh, you don't know how to act, your mama ain't teaching nothing. Oh, no, my mama told me a lot. She told me the same shit I'm doing right now, which is why I'm still doing it, okay? Nobody taught me how to use the darker side of my femininity. Nobody taught me how to be passively, attack someone passively, or defend myself in a more passive manner. You gotta instill that as your kid, in your daughters very young, because not only with just other women, it translates with other men. Okay, you get these same women who get into relationships and when they get older and they fight and they men like these are dudes, like these are girls on the streets that they was fighting. Okay, they don't even know how to communicate with their men because they're not used to being feminine. So even with their men, it's kind of like a ego battle. It's like a pissing contest. Like, you're not about to get one up on me. You can't play me. You ain't about to punk me. Nigga, he can punk you. That's a whole man. He can whoop your ass. He can literally whoop your ass, but you want to sit here and curse him out and hit him and slap him and call him all types of names just so you can feel like you're winning the argument. You feel like you winning something. When in the end, you're really losing, because when that man leaves, you gonna feel just as bad as you did had you not said anything. Actually worse, because had you not said anything, the conversation would have went a lot better. Or had you been more feminine in the way you were saying it, the conversation would have went a lot better. And learn how to maneuver with your femininity, okay? Learn how to use that to your advantage, because that is our power as women. That's the thing about being a woman. We don't have to be that aggressive. We don't have to be so direct. We don't have to be so wanting to win. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to feel like we need to conquer or dominate. That is the beauty in femininity, is learning how to get what you want, being passive, get what you want, being in your feminine, allowing things to work for you. You know what I'm saying? To flow with you and not against you, not you trying to force things. And then a lot of us don't even know how to handle the other women, especially in adulthood, because this is what triggers a lot of the fights as well, is that as adults, we don't know how to handle other women using their dark femininity, okay? Throwing shade, microaggressions, using men to get what they want, you know what I'm saying, to boost themselves above other women. That, and like, it's something that's bad. Like, we like, bitch, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll whoop your ass and take you off the high horse you think you want. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that. It's just that these women are using their dark femininity. They don't know how to use their femininity to get what they want. It's to their advantage, rather than being masculine and trying to attack, trying to just get it themselves, trying to, you know what I'm saying? They can use the, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I remember, even working at a restaurant, okay? One of my friends who used to work there, she was a bartender, right? And she would, as bartenders, they got to go back to the back to get ice and bring to the front, whatever. Okay, so a lot of times when my friend, she would go to the back, Okay, and she would always be able to get one of the dudes back there to get the ice for her and bring it to the front. It's because she would always play it up. You know, I gotta pull this ice. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Like, and all the girls, not all the girls, but there was a couple girls, black girls specifically, who were like, oh my God, she's so dramatic. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is she doing all that? Like, girl, you can get the damn ice. Just get the ice. Like, damn, it's not that. Why are you doing all that? Why you don't need somebody to bring the ice up? That's not fair. Of course, some of the white girls hate ass racist white girls. Oh my gosh, it's not fair. We gotta get our own ice. How come she doesn't have to get her own ice? Da 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 da. And it wasn't only that. She had other little privileges. She had chefs coming up, bringing her little stuff that they would make, and the manager kind of liked her. He was taking stuff all for her, stuff like that. Like, there was so many advantages that she had that we didn't even understand then, that she was getting just from being feminine. Women around her weren't really understanding, were kind of jealous of or envious of, because they weren't getting those privileges. And it's because they were masculine. You know, it's because they weren't using their femininity to their advantage.